Welcome everyone back to my channel. Today we're going to do Kuta software calculus, differentiation, power, constant, and sum rules. Basically, there are three rules. If y equals to some constant k, then its derivative, we'll call it y prime, is 0. If y equals some constant k times x, then its derivative, y prime, is just k. And the third rule is if y equals to some constant x to some power, then the derivative y prime is k times n x, take it to the power of n minus 1. You always subtract the power. So let's go. In number 1, derivative of y, you can write it either y prime or dy over dx, which means differentiate with respect to x. Since 5 is a constant, we'll use the first rule. Derivative of a constant is 0. Let's try the number 3. Derivative of y, we can write y prime or dy over dx. Use rule number 3, where you multiply the constant 4 and the power 5. So that's 20x. And according to our rule, you subtract the power by 1. So 5 minus 1 is 4. Plus, now you treat the second term as a whole different derivative. There is an invisible 1 here. So use rule number 2. Derivative of a constant times x is just that constant. Let's work number 4. So derivative of f is f prime. For term number 1, use rule 3, where you multiply the constant and the power. So that would be 16x, reduce the power by 1, so it's 3. Done with the first term. Now derive the second term. Use rule number 2, where derivative of a constant times x is just the constant, so negative 5. Now to derive the third term, use rule number 1, where derivative of a constant is 0, so we don't have to write 0. In number 5, derivative of this, let's write y prime, equals, we have to multiply the exponent with the constant. Let's do it on this side. 3 times 5 over 4. Think of the 3 as 3 over 1. So multiply across, that would be 15 over 4. So 15 over 4 x. Now you want to reduce the power by 1. So we'll do it over here. 5 over 4th. Reduce means to subtract. And 1, for the sake of matching denominators, use 4 over 4. Subtract. 5/4 minus 4/4 is 1/4. So to the power of 1/4. Let's practice with number 6. Y prime equals, we're going to use rule number 3, where we multiply constant with exponent. So 5/4 times 2/3. The 2 and the 4 will reduce. They're both divisible by 2. So divide by 2, it's a 1. Divide by 2, it's a 2. Now multiply across. 5 times 1 is 5. 2 times 3 is 6. So 5, 6. X. And then we have to reduce the power by 1. So 2/3 minus 1, which is the same as 3/3. So 2 minus 3 is negative 1/3. So negative 1/3. Work on number 7. Y prime equals, multiply negative 4 with negative 5, that would be positive 20x. Reduce negative 5 by 1. So it'll be negative 6. Number 8 is different. Always rewrite y in exponential form. So if x is on the bottom, rewrite it such that it is on the top, but when you move that, the exponent is changed in sign. So I rewrote that. Now derive this. Multiply constant with exponent, that's negative 9x. Subtract negative 3 by 1, and that is negative 4. In number 9, there is an invisible 1 here. So derivative of this is multiply the 1 with the 2/3, so it's 2/3 x. Reduce your exponent by 1. So 1 is the same as 3/3, so that's negative 1/3. Let's practice number 10. We need to rewrite this in exponential form. So negative 2x to the power of 1/4. So fourth root is the same as power of 1/4. So derivative is f prime of x equals, multiply negative 2 and 1/4. Think of the negative 2 as negative 2 over 1. If you multiply it across, you would get negative 2 over 4, which reduces to negative 1/2. So negative 1/2 x to the, reduce the 1/4 by 1, so subtract 4/4, and that is equals negative 3/4. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions or would like to see more of another video, please leave a comment.